Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Meet the woman who may be the downfall of Carter and Hope. In addition, spoiler, grabs Luna's interest. A new character is set to upset the delicate balance of alliances and relationships in the erratic and dramatic world of the bold and the beautiful, where power struggles and love triangles are as prevalent as the expansive vistas of Los Angeles. A lady whose visit threatens to reveal secrets, arouse passions, and uncover long-buried tensions could pose an immediate threat to Carter Walton and Hope Logan's romance as they celebrate their newfound bond. A complex web of intrigue and treachery is put in motion when Luna, the mysterious character who has been circling the Forrester universe with a shadowy past, is enthralled by an unexpected presence. The trustworthy, moral man in the Forrester family's sphere of influence has always been Carter Walton. Carter has gained respect for his unwavering dedication, whether in his role as COO of Forrester Creations or as a confidant to his closest friends. However, Carter's romantic life has been filled with heartbreaks, failed relationships, and near misses. His current relationship with Hope Logan appeared to be a new beginning. It was an unanticipated but loving bond that developed after her breakup with Liam Spencer. Carter and Hope have persevered, finding comfort in each other's arms, despite the fact that their relationship has generated a good deal of controversy. Presenting Valerie, a dynamic, intensely ambitious lady with a history connected to Carter who has the ability to destroy everything he has created with Hope. There is an instant impression upon Valerie's arrival. Wherever she goes, people notice her captivating personality and keen mind. Because of her connections in the fashion industry, she had no trouble adjusting to life at Forrester Creations. But it soon becomes clear that Valerie is driven by more than just her career goals. A complex past filled with unresolved feelings and unsolved business unites Valerie and Carter. As Valerie's homecoming compels Carter to face emotions he believed he had long since buried, their former bond reappears with a vengeance. Unaware of the depth of their history, Hope starts to feel the tension between Valerie and Carter, which makes her start to have doubts. Valerie deftly enters Carter and Hope's relationship, taking advantage of weaknesses in their bond, demonstrating her capacity to control circumstances and play on fears. Hope finds Valerie's presence more and more unnerving as she struggles to re-establish herself and deal with the aftermath of her divorce from Liam. As Carter's attempts to soothe Hope only serve to confirm her suspicions, the tension starts to show. Valerie's true motivations are still unknown. Is it to renew her romance with Carter or is it to cause Hope's life to be disrupted for unidentified reasons? Luna Nozawa, the mysterious newcomer with a secretive past, is drawn to an unexpected presence while Valerie spins her web of intrigue. Alex, a daring and unorthodox artist who challenges Luna in ways she never expected. As Luna works through the difficulties of her connections with the Forresters and her own turbulent past, her journey has been one of self-discovery and reinvention. Luna is introduced to Alex in a thrilling way, beginning with a fortuitous meeting that makes a lasting impression. Alex has a free-spirited personality and a taste for pushing boundaries, unlike anybody Luna has ever encountered. They click right away, igniting Luna's curiosity and spirit of adventure that she hasn't experienced in years. Luna starts to reveal aspects of herself that she had long repressed as she explores her relationship with Alex. Luna is forced to face her worries and vulnerabilities as a result of Alex's ability to see through her protective demeanor and question her worldview. However, there are several issues with this newfound link. The tension created by Luna's relationships with the Forrester family and her unresolved sentiments about her role in their world could ruin her developing romance. Unexpected connections between the developing drama involving Carter, Hope, Valerie, and Luna have an influence on all parties. Luna's developing friendship with Alex offers a sharp contrast to Valerie's presence, which is still upsetting Carter and Hope's relationship. Their relationship is based on unadulterated honesty and openness, but it comes with its own set of difficulties. When Valerie starts to use her understanding of Carter's shortcomings and prior errors, her manipulation techniques intensify. Valerie builds an unbridgeable separation by carefully sowing doubts in Hope's head and planning situations that put Carter in precarious situations. Already battling her own fears, Hope begins to wonder if Carter is really the man she thought him to be. Alex discovers a part of Luna's past that she had tried to conceal, putting their relationship to the test for the first time. Luna is forced to choose between embracing the risk of vulnerability and trust or continuing to hide behind the wall she has constructed in response to the revelation. Luna is encouraged to grow by Alex's steadfast understanding and support, but the path is not without its challenges. A string of discoveries threatens to escalate the situation as tensions build. It becomes clear that Valerie's ultimate objective is more personal than professional. She is driven by a deep-seated grudge toward Hope and a desire to get back what she feels Carter owes her. Carter begins to doubt his own judgment and whether his relationship with Hope is resilient enough to endure the strain as a result of Valerie's premeditated actions. At the same time, Alex's involvement in a Forrester family scandal marks a turning point in Luna and Alex's relationship. Luna is forced to choose between her growing affections for Alex and her allegiance to the Forresters as a result of the aftermath, which could change the trajectory of her life. A high-stakes Forrester event, where emotions are running hot and long-hidden truths are revealed, is the culmination of this complex network of ties and secrets. Valerie's schemes culminate when she sets up a public altercation that puts Carter and Hope's relationship in jeopardy. Hope is forced to choose between fighting for their love and leaving because of the evidence against Carter and the weight of her misgivings. In the meantime, Luna becomes the focal point of a shocking disclosure involving Alex and the Forresters. The urgency of the situation compels Luna to make a decision, deciding between the security of her well-known connections and the exciting but unknown route Alex provides. The characters are left to rebuild their broken relationships and reassess their decisions in the wake of the mayhem. Carter promises to restore trust and establish his value after being profoundly impacted by Valerie's behavior and the stress it caused in his relationship with Hope. But as she embarks on her own path of self-discovery, Hope wonders if her relationship with Carter was a rebound or something deeper. Luna's encounter with Alex turns out to be a life-changing event that gives her a renewed sense of self-awareness and resolve to live a genuine life. Although the future is unclear, Luna's readiness to accept risk and vulnerability is a critical turning point in her development. Carter, Hope, and Luna experience a flurry of emotions, confrontations, and disclosures as a result of Valerie's presence and Alex's introduction. Each character is left to consider the repercussions of their choices and deeds when the dust settles. The only thing that is certain in the world of the bold and the beautiful, where loyalty and love are continually put to the test, is that the drama is far from ended. Ridge and Brooke are at odds once more. Few relationships in the legendary history of the bold and the beautiful have been as turbulent as Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan's. Their decades-long romance is marked by intense passion, profound treachery, and innumerable reconciliations. However, their seemingly never-ending cycle of love and turmoil doesn't seem to be slowing down as the year draws to a close. As expected, Brooke and Ridge are involved in another contentious dispute, the type of intense altercation that has come to characterize their relationship. But this time, their argument feels like a reckoning for years of unresolved problems and emotional scars rather than just another chapter in their continuous story. A string of miscommunications and outside influences lead to the most recent altercation between Brooke and Ridge. As usual, Ridge is torn between two women who embody very different facets of his life: Taylor Hayes, the dependable and kind figure who gives him stability and serenity, and Brooke, the unending love who has challenged and enthralled him like no other. Ridge's inability to make a decision as he struggles with his emotions has an impact on his relationship with Brooke. Brooke, on the other hand, is accustomed to Ridge's hesitations. She has put up with his inconsistent loyalty and his incapacity to give his all over the years. However, Brooke is adamant about having her voice heard this time. She is not going to be ignored or viewed as Ridge's only choice. Brooke reaches her breaking point when she finds out about a recent interaction between Ridge and Taylor that appears to have more emotional significance than Ridge is prepared to acknowledge. She approaches Ridge, igniting a confrontation that is as inevitable as it is heated, driven by a combination of hurt, rage, and the need for clarification. The scene takes place in Brooke's tastefully furnished living room, which has seen many heartfelt conversations between the two. As Brooke presses Ridge for answers, her voice quivers with a mixture of vulnerability and annoyance. She accuses him of playing her along and of not giving their relationship his whole attention while maintaining a firm foothold in Taylor's world. Surprised by Brooke's ferocity, Ridge first tries to deflect. He maintains that his relationship with Taylor is entirely platonic and motivated by their mutual worry for their kids and the Forrester family. However, Brooke is difficult to please. She draws attention to the trends in Ridge's actions, such as the way he constantly appears to turn back to Taylor when things get difficult in their own relationship. As the disagreement intensifies, Brooke and Ridge are forced to voice complaints that have been brewing for years. Ridge is accused by Brooke of not seeing her for who she really is and of putting her to an unachievable standard while blaming his own shortcomings. In response, Ridge charges that Brooke is impetuous, self-centered, and puts her own demands before their family's. The unadulterated passion that supports this specific argument is what makes it so strong. Ridge and Brooke are unable to completely let go of the deep, enduring love that lies beneath the jabs and charges. They are attracted to one another in a way that transcends sense or logic, despite their differences. But since it constantly reveals their weaknesses and makes them face the aspects of themselves they would want to deny, that love is also the cause of their most agony. For Brooke, the argument is about her personal concerns of being abandoned as much as Ridge's relationship with Taylor. Despite her seeming self-assurance, Brooke has always battled the sense that she is never quite enough and that she has to fight for Ridge's affection all the time. These fears are exposed in this conversation, where Brooke begs Ridge to quit hesitating in his love for her and to select her without reservation. Ridge sees the fight as a mirror of his inner turmoil. Ridge is stuck because he can't seem to get his feelings together, torn between his love for Brooke and his obligation to Taylor and their shared past. Despite his desire to please everyone, he frequently fails to live up to expectations. Ridge is forced to face the consequences of his uncertainty for both Brooke and himself as a result of this argument. Ridge and Brooke find themselves at a crossroads as the conflict reaches its climax. Brooke tells Ridge that she can't keep living in a state of uncertainty, her voice breaking with sorrow. She insists that he decide between her and Taylor once and for all. Visibly conflicted, Ridge finds it difficult to express his emotions. He acknowledges that he has different feelings for each of the two ladies, but Brooke cuts him off, saying that love alone is insufficient without commitment and deference. In a rare display of openness, Ridge confesses that he has not always treated Brooke fairly and acknowledges the hurt he has caused her. Despite his assurances that he wants to put things right, Brooke refuses to believe him. She advises Ridge that he must demonstrate his desire for her by his deeds as well as his words. Ridge and Brooke are unwilling to compromise, so the fight ends on a shaky note. Emotionally spent, Brooke withdraws to her bedroom, leaving Ridge to consider the seriousness of their exchange. The encounter serves as a wake-up call for Ridge, a sobering reminder of the risks and the repercussions of his hesitation. It serves as a catharsis and a statement of self-worth for Brooke, giving her voice back in a relationship that has frequently left her feeling helpless. This argument certainly has an impact, but it also emphasizes how Brooke and Ridge's relationship is cyclical. They have repeatedly found themselves in this same situation, battling the same problems and making the same vows to improve. The issue yet stands: will they be able to escape this cycle or will it never end? The answer to that question is both elusive and tantalizing for the bold and the beautiful lovers. The story revolves around the relationship between Brooke and Ridge, which is a constant source of mystery and drama. Their story will surely continue to enthrall audiences for years to come, regardless of whether they eventually find their way back to one another or decide to part ways. The most recent quarrel between Brooke and Ridge is a microcosm of their intricate and seriously dysfunctional relationship. It serves as both a monument to their unwavering love and a sobering reminder of the difficulties they have in maintaining that love. Both Brooke and Ridge must examine their own failings and choose whether their relationship is worth pursuing as they deal with the consequences of their altercation. There is little doubt that Brooke and Ridge's tale is far from done in the world of the bold and the beautiful, where passion and turmoil go hand in hand. Their relationship will remain a pillar of the show, a never-ending tale of love, betrayal, and redemption, regardless of whether they reconcile or continue to conflict. A romantic location shoot between Hope and Carter results in a romance and drama are never far behind in the glitzy, high-stakes world of the bold and the beautiful, particularly when personal and professional lives collide. During a Forrester Creations photo shoot in a picturesque setting, Hope Logan and Carter Walton, two individuals who have seen their fair share of heartache and turmoil, find themselves in the spotlight once more. As the stunning location, intense feelings, and obvious chemistry between the two set off a chain of events that will permanently change their relationship, and perhaps their futures. What begins as a business venture intended to highlight Hope's new fashion line quickly takes a decidedly personal turn. As a major campaign for Forrester Creations, the picture shoot is intended to highlight Hope's ideas while embracing a romantic and sophisticated aesthetic. A charming vineyard tucked away in California's undulating hills serves as the backdrop, chosen by the design team because it radiates classic elegance and unspoiled beauty. Following the controversies that have dogged her personal life, Hope is keen to assure the success of her line and arrives on set resolved to concentrate on the task at hand. As COO and a seasoned veteran at managing Forrester's high-profile events, Carter is available to help and make sure everything goes without a hitch. There is a sense of expectation from the minute Hope and Carter show up. The vineyard is drenched in a warm glow from the golden sunlight, which gives everything an ethereal appearance. Soft, cozy, and full of potential, the environment seems to reflect their developing bond. Hope dives right into the picture session, confidently and gracefully showcasing her ideas. Ever the professional, Carter keeps a close watch on the activities and provides advice and encouragement that only strengthens their sense of cooperation. The line between work and personal life starts to blur as the day goes on. Hope and Carter become attracted to one another during breaks, and their discussions become more personal and illuminating. Hope talks candidly about her recent hardships, including the consequences of her divorce from Liam Spencer, the demands of sustaining her career, and her fears of moving on. Carter then opens up about his own weaknesses, thinking back on his history of broken relationships and his search for a genuine, long-term partnership. Their candor forges a strong connection that neither of them could have predicted but that they are now unable to ignore. Hope and Carter are able to temporarily escape the stresses of their lives thanks to the vineyard's serene beauty and sense of isolation. Unspoken passion permeates every look and every shared laugh, leading to an eventuality that seems inevitable. The crew starts packing up as the photo session comes to an end as the sun sets, illuminating the sky with pink and orange hues. But neither Carter nor Hope are prepared to go. They are pulled farther into the vineyard and away from the others by an unseen force. The owner of the vineyard has prepared a surprise table with wine and candles as a show of hospitality, and they discover it on a quiet terrace with a view of the expansive vines. A crucial moment is sparked by the private environment. Hope and Carter give themselves permission to be totally present with one another without any cameras, crew, or outside distractions. Second chances and the bravery required to face the unknown become topics of discussion. Sensing the strength of his emotions, Carter admits that he has developed an unexpected affection for Hope. Hope is clearly impacted by his genuine and honest remarks. Carter's confession is both thrilling and terrible for Hope. She understands the strength, kindness, and depth of his character that have drew her to him. But given the hurt of her recent split, she also struggles with the dread of jumping into anything fresh too soon. Understanding her reluctance, Carter assures her that he values her trust above all else and is prepared to go at her own pace. A gentle kiss that feels as natural as the wind whispering through the grapevine marks the culmination of their bond. It is an intensely emotional moment, unadulterated by the complexities of their pasts or other people's expectations. Hope and Carter have a sense of clarity for the first time in a long time, a realization that, despite the obstacles that lay ahead, what they have in common is worthwhile to explore. But there are some issues with their newfound relationship. Their lives are far from easy back in Los Angeles. Hope is aware that people will undoubtedly be examining her relationship with Carter, especially her family and her co-workers at Forrester Creations. Given Carter's past with the Forrester family, Hope's overly protective mother, Brooke Logan, is probably going to have strong feelings about her daughter's engagement with him. Ridge and Eric Forrester, on the other hand, would see their developing romance as a possible diversion from their work obligations. The stakes are just as great for Carter. He has always taken pride in upholding professionalism and avoiding conflicts at work in his role as COO. His relationship with Hope puts the trust he has fought so hard to earn within the Forrester family at danger, in addition to his reputation. Furthermore, he is constantly plagued by the memory of his failed engagement to Quinn Fuller, which makes it difficult for him to truly commit to a new relationship. Hope and Carter make the decision to proceed in spite of these obstacles, resolved to handle their relationship with integrity and consideration. To give themselves the freedom to manage their emotions free from outside influences, they decide to keep their romance a secret for the time being. However, secrets are rarely kept a secret for very long in the world of the bold and the beautiful. Hope and Carter are at the center of a flurry of rumors and conjecture as word of their connection eventually starts to spread. Hope is confronted by Brooke, who shares her worries and asks if Carter is really the appropriate man for her. Protective of his daughter and his business, Ridge cautions Carter about the possible consequences and tells him to proceed with caution. Hope and Carter's devotion to one another endures despite everything. The cornerstone of their relationship is the shared experiences they had during the Vineyard picture shoot, which serves as a reminder of its genuineness and depth. Together, they overcome the obstacles, relying on one another for assistance and drawing strength from their common goal of a future based on respect and trust. As their relationship develops, Hope and Carter inspire others around them, demonstrating that love can thrive even in the most unlikely situations. Although they have faced challenges along the way, they have also experienced happiness, personal development, and deep connection. The romantic location shoot, which started out as a straightforward business venture, ultimately turns into a pivotal event in Hope and Carter's life and serves as a reminder that sometimes the most profound connections arise from the most unlikely circumstances. They are optimistic and resolute as they look to the future, prepared to tackle any obstacles that may arise together. Like many of the stories in the bold and the beautiful universe, theirs is a tale of ardor, fortitude, and the eternal force of love. A testament to the beauty of second chances and the possibility of a love worth fighting for, the Vineyard's golden light endures in their hearts even as it fades into memory.